and your president, which is Nanado Danko Kufuado. Bear say, Oba be dear dear. Obepe presidency Ghana or Konunko to Jenny. Bompaye say, Sir Shady and Ponyankopon, Emani be dear dear. Wano nana, ne bosha or de bema Shady and Ponyankopon back and say, Wobesi a sort of fee, Amano, which is National Cathedral. Na Ghana for Busane say, with the cathedral no, Kwan Ben soon obetimi esi amaye, or say, enya dia, obey used to taxpayers' money. U10. E kwadra chire no, judges fia, wo motiti mo, taxpayers people, yusu wo musika, ena esisi dan ama ye judges fo a, wo mo won kran. Say, wo munya baby papa ntena. Papa isi due to the cathedral no, wabubu sa judges fo we dan agu. Owie ye no, with the judges no, the monthly money they are giving to them because of dan yabubu agu ni baby ye pa mo matena no. These are the money a ebo Ghana ka. Enyusu otan mami ni uni sa nkomo we. Enyusu politics e mami ni eni nkomo we. Yusu wabra bomu life. Na yemfa discuss sa asem na Wube hum papa form penninfo, mommy form penninfo. The only thing you're gonna hear from them, they say, National Cathedral no, mami Vignan Fro. National Cathedral no, say yeah, a bini second Oforiata, which is Ghana Finance Minister. Papa penninmo wako suku, adrechire. This kind of leadership is telling us to say, sa nye suku, ye were different between suku nyansa. And ye wo fie nyansa, like common sense is different from suku nyansa. Papa penyimu what ase. You know say, who call the rest of the world and not the rest of the world. So we ye Christonina who believe we say we nyankopon ye bibi mawa. Who kobutu hona wo bompa say rade. Accident ku Ghana for. We ye bataya, we ye bad ye shady and ponyankopon watenase. You see say Ghanaian people are dying. Both your Christian people, both Muslim, both traditional believers. But, erade, yeni sika yedi be sika akwan. Wunyan kupon yan timi a mesika akwan ama Ghana fo. Besa wunyan kupon na tenase. Ama Ghana fo na debia yede wo mo nante. Ekwaje loan. Eba Ghana. Ebe ye wo musuku dan. Ghana fo asese yesi yede e-levy beto wo mo so. At the high tax, ya the tax akesiye, ebeto wo moso. Said ya be ya, ye betimi enye sika. Ede ye school feeding. Said ya be ya, ye betimi dia revive your economy. This man who is highly educated, wako school adre chire ye pa. At the same time, masma me patwa won share ya, share ma me wate. Ma hu se bebre share, wo share wudi eflepo a. Eya na e show se wa share. The same papa we obi anka wanyina duranimu nka yese adwene wo hoi adwene manyansa but this National Cathedral tire yese empanifo dodo na edi anim wo Ghana no a lot of them don't have sense. The reason why I'm saying this, a lot of them don't have sense and say me fa papa we yale ensere no there be me obi a there be I talk against say obi a obi di obi yale e baba abesere no. You, that person, who are weak in your mind, you are weak in your life. At the same time, you are wicked. Yes, so but this money, due to politics, ni you have fisa with kind of current health state our war. Okobutu form. Empire say, Shady and Ponyankopon, I'm having a health issue. Shady and Ponyankopon, fix my problem for me. But this man here, that's why I see if we don't build National Cathedral, stones will rise up and do it, you know. One tana saying say, if me yalia me what me current life, me health issue, if God do not feel on Sami yalia, a time and niana beba Sami yalia without going to the hospital, receiving enough health care. Receiving good doctors who will make sure say media minimal say kidney disease no woe, say liver disease no woe. With all this kind kind of diseases you're having, no, you don't sit down and say, "Some kosha de ma bompaye." Ken Oforiata, this man ya wadasi. Oba Brechre, I stand to be corrected. He came to America to see the best doctor for Niyalie. But when it comes to politics, Ghana Babe to say orphans. Ghana Babe to say Enkola, or Mama Minu or Mopa Jawale. Not both parents are wale. Each parent who said these kids are not their responsibilities. They are not responsible for the kids. Sana, when it comes to politics, and penifo mudi anim to think, to make sure Ghanaian people life are going on good, you know. Politics indeed, they refuse to think. How can penina wanyini? Wo wi ase a wo ba ye nyina wo hu say, me pa cha wo didi a fa me. Wo didi a fa me. Papa ya oda so ya wode ken ofori atai. What na se hu say wo didi na se tiefi kawa. You don't just sit down and say urade. Tiefi a aka mi. Ma abofo konkran ma tiefi ni free me yam. You don't sit down and say urade. Metiwe ya kwame de me. E kwame ya di me. Ma abofo konkran fa aduane megu manum. You don't sit down and say urade. Metiwe. Isuya ya eto wa Ghana. Ye kura mu Ghana nkran Kumase. Ketia market. This place is singing as I say, a whole yabedan flooding area. Urade ma homene so. Manua ma abotan and see ya me fix a problem with my. You don't sit there. Our Ghana finances, since he is Ghana finance minister, moko na moko ji loan na. You don't say Urade lo ya kwaji ye. Let the money come through a Urade bank account. But this ye loan sayeji na go to this Ken Oforiata ne bank account mu. Politics in tea. Amam penifu edi enim, they prove to yankola yabasem omunimu nyansa. Politics in tea. Amam mrantie kukudama omako sukuwa. And we need their knowledge to push our country Ghana forward. Politics in tea, they refuse to use their mind. Politics in tea, the only thing they can do to make life easy for Ghanaian people. Politics in tea, people refuse to make human beings' life good for them. As somewhere na papa panyini timika. Na look at another video Pia Abusia Mikwa Pia so ne. I was very amazed. Say, Obama Panimua, he looked like very educated. When it comes to politics, and people refuse to use their mind to think. Much video no.
Get this amount of money that can
offset the financial investment. Hey, guys, we share two groups, mommy. Amazing.
In the short term,
we share two groups, mommy.
I mean,
Daniel, we share two groups, mommy.
Okay, but the point is that those who are even going to work on the cathedral, there are some of them who are poor, who are going to, I mean, masons and all that, who are also going to get something to help their families. Okay, so in a way, there's job creation that will help other people there. Do we know how much money we can get?
Did you hear say?
On that.
He said, this man say, with the National Cathedral, no, Masons for Mubesi Dino, that is going to be a job creation for them. That is true. But who you'll be now who can mind that? You would think, sir, with this small National Cathedral, the high rate of employment is going to create, you know, so you'll be a wajin more. You would think, sir, what this man is saying is true. I am here to tell Ghanaian people, politics in if you see somebody like this telling you, say, the National Cathedral is going to open job creation. How many Masons in Ghana and this National Cathedral can employ them? I'm asking a question. Why didn't one who say? How many Masons for? So we are talking about the whole country, Ghana. About the government taking now, using some of our taxpayers' money, paying judges, lie to Ghanaian people, say he's not going to touch public purse to go into this national cathedral. But now the sitting government, which is the sitting president, is going through our taxpayers' money to go build this national cathedral. How much job creation is this national cathedral going to create for somebody or to bungludu yo? How much job creation is this national cathedral? If we tax this national cathedral, how much more is it going to pay back the money we spent on them? What must say private citizens were donating to it? What do you know? The private citizens now, they were donating. Last year, they said the amount of money they need for this national cathedral. So people should come and donate more. This year, the news we heard, and they said they went into taxpayers' money to build this national cathedral. And if you see the foundation of the national cathedral, you will know, say, with Akufo-Addo Boa, he said he promised his maker, but not all Ghanaians are Christians. Not all Ghanaians believe in God. Most Ghanaians, some of them are Muslims. Some of them are traditional believers. And some of them don't believe in anything. So what's na various platforms, and somebody telling you, said, with this national cathedral is going to create job. I am telling you, so the percentage of job creation, it's lesser than the money they are taking to build this national cathedral. Let's continue.
Ask all these questions.
The cathedral?
Sorry?
On the cathedral?
Yes.
How much are we hoping to rake in?
Yeah,
the cathedral
because it's also going to serve as...
How much?
Sorry?
Do we have a projection?
No, I'm saying that there should
share projection. Do me a favor and share.
But if you have a plan,
yeah,
and if you had a good plan at that, you'll be able to tell the revenue projection even now that the cathedral is not up.
But see, I'm not part of the committee. For they have.
No, I can understand that, but I'm saying that if you had the plan and all that was spelled.
The woman was asking her a question. Me Diane say, with this national cathedral, sir, Mumubi, don't want these politicians, they cook lies and spray it, they garnish the lies. Or because of when somebody garnish something, garnishing is like you finish food. You garnish the fufu with meat to make it delicious. Oh, one movie, presentable to the people you are serving. You garnish it with some ingredients. These people are garnishing this cathedral issue with full of lies. How many revenues? And Niaman first one in Niaman Keteketebe. And you bet from this national cathedral, which is going to benefit Ghanaian people. My people, are you listening? These people are not thinking about how you Ghanaian people, what kills me and what is an insult to me, Sugar, sitting here and say, your president said the whole Ghana, woko techiman, ya paya buo ho, woko takwa, ya paya buo ho, ya wakwa mountains, abuo gu ho, with some leaders, Minim say, me patro, I'm not disrespecting your age if you're older. With some leaders, old age, I don't know, say old age, now my journey is recycling back. They can't think straighter. He have to send somebody to go to Israel to get stone from Israel to come and put it under your national cathedral to make it so special. Aren't we sick as Kobe Bini? Aren't we sick? A leader who can do this is sick in his mind. I'm telling you. A leader who can do this is sick in his mind. A leader who does this shows you people say he has no sense to be a problem solver. A leader who does this tells you people say how to make sure say your tourism, promoting your tourism. Do you know why I said that? Let's say they decided to make it so special and say even though no matter what Ghanaian people are going to say, we will still build the national cathedral. We are going to Kwaubipo to get some stones, to design, to put it, to make it in Yinaswabi. Say, with this national cathedral, yes, some of the stones are your man, you're making it special. You go too free, quite be pomu. Tachi my baby, you too abo. Takwa, baby, you too abo. Nanka will be ba. Muna moka sa with this national cathedral, no. A tourism site. I'm a Ghana benya so far. So ko be ba. That's what person reading more about national cathedral. What is so special about Kwabipo? The entire Yakofa Kwabipo. Yakocha Abuani Bidibasha National Cathedral. The person will go and visit Kwa site. So what is so special about they going to Tetima Baby Yapaya Abuo to get some stones to make it so special for this national cathedral? The person will travel to Tetima to go see these places and it will increase tourism. What is so special about this national cathedral stone? They have to go to Takwa Western region to get a special stone to make sure say the best national the bibe ama this national cathedral. They will go to Western region Takwa baby Yapaya Buo to put it there for somebody to go visit. But here come the case, sir. We have leaders, politics, superstition. Anybody within Libya is always running away. Any wicked person, let me tell you guys something. If you have a wicked person, will be a debi odin troguso. A person who always lie, who use lies as garnishing. They garnish their life with lies. These people are always thinking about superstition. These people are always running for their life. These people are always having a thought to say, somebody is after my life. That is how this sitting president, Nana Akufo-Addo, Dankwa life is. A man who carries his own chairs around when he is in Ghana. This is the man who is saying, he believes in his God. He will use you, your taxpayers' money. He lied to us. So with this national cathedral, he will not touch our money. But he lied to us. This is a man who claims he's a Christian. This is a man who, when he's going somewhere, who claims he serves the God who is the most powerful God. The God who is above every universe. The God who is supreme. The God you people say, whoever form against me shall never prosper. But this is the man who is going to a Jaguar. He carries his chair. He carries Ninkonya. Nakonya have a driver. Nakonya have one V8. Nakonya walks around with him. This is the man who is lying to you because he knows. He knows to say Ghanaian people, when it comes to religion, most of the people don't think. When they mention the name Jesus, most of the people don't think because a Ghanaian man, and the bet me at never for him or her to seek for medical help, no adi akolana kwatena mpaibo ase se me bom paye me kwaje sofu nsuo agu me bafu so for nsuo si TV so wo ba sole akopa adwuma ye no that person for nsuo si TV so machira so nom ubenya adwuma ye for him or her to make sure the business do some form of advertising, strategize your business. These persons will think about going to see a Sofubi to make sure the business ebeye. So they sat down and realized that these people, most of them don't think. I'm telling you the fact. Most of them don't think when it comes to religion. Because these are the people wamu free HS, so it's free HS. Now it has become a burden on Ghanaian people, especially Ghanaian for Onkola Omuko Suku. Yes, let's continue.
You didn't need to be a part of the committee.
But on Facebook, we don't share it.
We should be asking ourselves.
We don't share it. Nipa one cry, we still go preach. Share, mommy. We share, yeah, share.
So I remember
Mr. Nesting Brown share to Facebook groups, no, mommy.
Pledge that Akufo-Addo said that he was going to build it.
Build
it for God and all that.
There's not some people that are saying it's Akufo-Addo himself that said
I'm saying that. No, they are saying Akufo-Addo said that. I remember he said that. So if Akufo-Addo said that he's going to build something for God, and he is using part of state resources to do that? What is wrong about that? When David in the Bible, wait. When David no, yeah, I bought it because I black about it. You see, when David said he was going to build a temple for God, and God said, no, your descendant will do it. And Solomon decided to do it. In 1 Kings 5 and 6, you realize that the citizens who came together and contributed.
Ghana for Mama can't if you are Ghanaian and you live your life the way this man is talking, you are still in the past. A Ghanaian man netimi quote to Bible. Echira will say Bible see ya no monsio yenidi ya wo Ghanaian men will quote Bible. When you ask Ghanaian men to think Ghana ni dodo na anyo mu nyina onyu so na dwene to think about some situation he or she is going through. No quote to Bible amount. That is what this man is talking about. What does David in the Bible got to do with Ghanaian people life? What that the Bible somebody built what does it got to do with Ghanaian people life right now? I'm talking to you Ghanaian men. You the people are people are using the name of cathedral. The name of cathedral. And they convince some. What does this Bible said? Obisi nyamia sore diamond nyame and David Kosie. What does it do for Ghanaian people life right now? Ghana ni ne timitira ho. Wo kwa problem mu na dwuma mu bibi hano no okotu Ghana or okotu Bible to respond to you as if he or she doesn't have a brain. You will see Ghanaian man. You will ask her, how was your night? Wabadi adum nyame adom dia ndia wasesa wa o ma de panch wa o ma de no other useless talk. No a quote to Bible as if he or she doesn't have a mind, a brain. Who doesn't have a brain to think twice? Most of the Ghanaian people who busani anything, it have to be Bible quote before they can reply you. I'm telling you something. There's difference between religion and our life. I'm telling you. And Ghanaian people life. And tanaho more being for Yankupon some na David see Bible or see a dear man Yamia sorry die and this. What are we talking? Do we need David in our life? Whatever happened in the Bible, no? What is he doing for Ghanaian people? Is he feeding Ghanaian people? Now is he paying your medical bills for you? Is he giving you job, Ghanaian people? When you're university, you're sitting home. You need to go pay bribe before you get a job. But your government is saying, so they don't give a hook about your private life. But he cared to fulfill a useless promise he gave to his God. Meanwhile, he doesn't have money to build it. Yantuaso.
For its building. At the end of the day, the taxpayers' monies that we are talking about, they are monies that belong to the citizens. In this country, we have a ministry called Ministry of Chieftaincy, Religious Affairs. Okay, so for me, we need to be very careful, and when we are attacking some of these things, I will be happy if poverty is completely nipped in the bud or reduced, okay? But we cannot say that because of poverty, some of these projects shouldn't take place, especially when the financial analysis can suggest that we can have ABC in the long term.
Okay? Africans say society life. Africans, we will never be liberated. Africans, society life. We will never be liberated. The reason is Africans fuana ensure timihiri ewo ye kuromu Ghana na ye yibi say women of a glow women should pray. Africans na mokai Tama Rollins and Pensu ye chicha merti na ya di adane mpaibo to find the right solution. Africans that we are having a food shortage in Ghana, the whole world is getting a crisis. We are using it as let's pray about it. Africans and our school district, our school system is crashing. We are using it as yamfankwa yampaibo. Africa and the COVID-19 happened. We use COVID-19 say yam fan kwa yam paibo. Aden na kwasi broni die. One dia tenasia. They like to plan something that will benefit the whole country. Who we are, go worship your Muhammad. After you finish, go worship your Jesus. After they finish, go worship your Buddha. After they finish, go worship your Judy. At the end, go worship. But they say, Ghana is coming. Yes, Ghana is. But with this cathedral, they are building. Yeah, we are taxpayers of Wosikanibi Rama. They will still do. No, this cathedral tells us that there's nothing like Kabimami Kabi. Listen to another woman. Another woman, so they are. Okay, I was so stunned. My who said, we are seeing education is not all the solution.
2007, 2006. When President Kufuor announced that we're going to build the Jubilee House.
Listen.
And that we're getting funding from, is it the Indian or the Chinese government? I've forgotten a bit of it. We have to. But, and then it started. We were right here when the NDC, led by the General Secretary, told us that it was a hencoup in Kukobu that was being built. Anything that is of national significance. Are you telling me that the Jubilee House is of no use to Ghanaians now? We are not using it.
Are you comparing the cathedral?
I am comparing the cathedral, the Jubilee House, all other infrastructure projects that the MPP have started and have done, and what the NDC.
Mpacha what I say. One who say, when it comes to Nyansa, politics, people don't use their brain. He's comparing Jubilee House, something that benefits any Ghanaian. The Jubilee House, that benefits Obi Awati Kokwase. The Jubilee House, that benefits Obi Awati Fabodia Betome Chok, Atabuoso, Kokofu. The Jubilee House, that benefits anybody in Ghana. Comparing National Cathedral, something, a president who sat and who have no remorse, who is a man of no character, who is a man, a nipa, who nyane mobo, who is a maya, abadaye nana kumamu. This is a man, he's not thinking about how to solve Ghanaian people problem. To see, say, whoa, with this cathedral, say, if I can say, Ghanaian people should donate for National Cathedral. We were having crisis, we are still having crisis in Ghana. Well, let me bring something, say, each Ghanaian should donate 3 million old Ghana cedis. Nanka, hospital bia, ebinia kurebia se. The education system na, asay no. Singapore, mamu refi. What the leader was just Singapore see ho. These are some things he took in place and made sure the Singapore citizens, everybody will know, say, the country belongs to you. If the country is going to crash, it's your responsibility to make sure you raise your flag high and save your country. He put some things in place and saved the country. And now everybody is talking about Singapore. And this man, I won't hear about that. What he mean, the Nyansan say, he will do something like this, you know. Everybody should donate. Let's face that problem. No. Because say, Ghana for there, when it comes to Nyamesuma, Ghana for there, when it comes to things like this, oh, they will praise me. Because when it comes to Nyamesuma, they don't think twice. They don't think to see why their businesses are collapsing. They don't think to see why they have to pay bribe before their kids can go to school. They don't see why. Mamina waton banchino. After taking care of your son, making sure your son went to Legon, he's done. Teachers training, polytechnic, SS, the rest of the institutions, schools, Ghana, were completing in a way. They don't sit down to see why is this school. Now my child is still a burden for me because of this religion thing. Black men and especially Ghanaian, Dodwana will not think about this. So let me give them National Cathedral. And somebody like this woman who is highly educated If you're educated, there's difference between education, nyansa, and common sense in life. Mahu said that common sense, she lack it. That is why she's comparing National Cathedral with Jubilee House. Let's continue.
So with this hula baloo about the cathedral, I'm not surprised.
Hula baloo.
If you come and tell me that other countries, their cathedrals were tall, they were taller than what we are trying to say, so we shouldn't build our own. That other countries use 30 years, 40 years, 500 years, 1,000 years, 2,000 years to build. Therefore, Ghana shouldn't also build. The Independence Square.
What was said?
The Independence
What was
Square.
said when Kwame Nkrumah was building them?
Thank you. So all those things that were said didn't help us. Are you trying to tell me that all those things that Kwame Nkrumah built?
No, I'm trying.
All those things that.
What who say? What this woman was contradicting her. The amami di video way by and they say, "Momo Ghana for bebre na womo yalia refrain." And if they go to platform like this and they allow people like this to analyze things like this, most of them Ghana for are easily to convince. And tonight you say, if Kwame Nkrumah, there's so many things, why can't Akufo-Addo also build National Cathedral? By your information, whoever you're watching me, Kwame Nkrumah didn't come and build Pentecostal church for you. Kwame Nkrumah didn't come and build your Catholic church for you. Kwame Nkrumah built road. Kwame Nkrumah built factories. Kwame Nkrumah make sure say life will be easy. Farming. He makes sure some farming be ya corner. Kwame Nkrumah made sure some part of people in the country who don't have educational privileges, he gave them the chance to go to school, go to Northern region. Ask yourself, the things Kwame Nkrumah put in place for your people in Northern region. Businesses are Kwame Nkrumah open a tama motorway. So many things Kwame Nkrumah did. Kwame Nkrumah did not go into religion. Kwame Nkrumah built a nation. Ghana for ye. This is a man who can tell me, say Kwame Nkrumah ni here be a wasiwa baby. Kwame Nkrumah campaign, you people no bring the name out. But you have these useless, wicked people in your name. They have businesses from your taxpayers' money. They have contractors, conflict of interest from you. Kwame Nkrumah never did that to Ghanaian people. But when it comes to people like this, they like to use something to convince you. But at the end of the day, she's comparing Kwame Nkrumah to Akufo-Addo. So Kwame Nkrumah ba ya obeye japade bebrema Ghana no. Without a japade no. Why did people talk about it? No. Kwame Nkrumah didn't come to build National Cathedral for us. He realized we don't need National Cathedral. Kwame Nkrumah realized, said, we need education. He made sure he did. Kwame Nkrumah, science and technology. Kwame Nkrumah realized that we need good road. Some of the road Kwame Nkrumah built is still alive. And say it. One penny forward can build a road 2 years. And all the road becomes happening. Your penny forward can build something. Within 1 year, nothing in our say. With the Japadia Kwame Nkrumah built for us, is still there. He did not build National Cathedral because Ghanaian people, he realized that is not what we need. But if you have a leader with no vision, they would think, yeah, here, and Sana yeah, Safata. What you say? They would think about the budget funds instead of solving the people problem for them. So this woman, yeah, what is here? Due to politics in tea, they receive some allowances. They don't see how our Ghanaian people are going through. This is what she will come and sit on TV stations and talk about. But they call themselves a woman. Some women are very wicked. Let's continue.
Those things
I'm
that
trying to draw a line.
Are you going to let me flow?
I'm trying to draw a line that all these monuments you're mentioning were national projects.
And the National Cathedral is not a national project.
The cathedral was told to us by the president that it was his personal
free SHS.
commitment to
free SHS. was the president's personal commitment to Ghanaian children and to Ghanaian parents.
Free HSS is not personal commitment to Ghanaian children. This woman, her politics in tea. Emma Ghana for bebreni nyansan. Sa wo ya president na wo ba. Na wo ye sika gu ho. Mama men ka asam nkyira mo Ghana for. Sa wo tu fie. Na wo sika gu bank account mu. Na wo ha mesini se. Mesini si wo dan ma. Wo to cement ma mesini no. Wo to abosia ma mesini no. Wo to netia ma mesini no. Na wo hwe so se de mesini no wo dan na wo si no. Wo ba building with the vision you have. Mesini, is he doing you a favor or is he doing his job? Because who catch them and say you have the knowledge to build a house for me. I hired you as a mason. I'm giving you the necessary things you need. That is our taxpayers' money. And if you think it's a free HSS or the SNO, it will benefit Ghanaian people and you are doing it, that is not your personal commitment. Your like some clause be between no. You're doing your job. Yantuaso.
Right. Yes, personal. He personally took it on himself.
Was free
in 2012.
Was free not captured?
In 2012.
Was it not captured?
In 2012, the president made an announcement that it is his belief that when he came into power, all Ghanaian children should have free senior high education. Apart from that, he also said a lot of things.
The president is making that promise to Ghanaian people. So when you people vote for him, all Ghanaian people should get free senior high school. Let's assume he did. I am asking you, you the one who think you got free high school, no? How is your job status? Will you a free high school, no? Are you getting a job? A person who gives you free things and is not thinking about to say after you finish the high school, you need a job. It doesn't make no sense. So you will give me free high school. After my free high school, I don't get a job. Then it make the free high school useless. Because you can't tell me, say, go to school. After you go to school, come sit home and get no job. That is useless. That is waste of money. So you people who think these people are telling you people, say, the government gave you people free high school. And to Wayadian, the free high school, if you finish free high school and you come back home with no job, Madam Massa, waba kosnante, waste of money. Let's continue.
He wanted to do so. He said a lot of things that he wanted to do, including the National Cathedral. So you cannot tell me that the National Cathedral is a private promise of the president to God. Yes, he said it was, but it is a national cathedral. It is for all of us. Just like how free SHS was a private promise he made to Ghanaian children, and he has fulfilled it. So what is this business about private promises? This president.
This woman, her mama can't say much. The reason why I picked this video, right? A lot of you go to this platform, the Metro TV, the TV3, the Onuya FM, and all the fem, because that is the only thing they can provide to you people instead of giving you guys companies to work. They can only provide TV stations, FM stations. That is what the billionaires millionaires in Ghana, the so-called, what I say, that is what they can create for you people. She, with Nasam Wakano and Tasmo, Akufuado Obedi Adieno. Was say somebody voted for Akufo-Addo because of free high school. Don't get me wrong. Somebody voted for Akufo-Addo because of the promise he made. He said, if I come on power, I will make sure my government will make sure says something like this will come on as free high school. People voted for him based on that. So she's making that statement, you know. It doesn't make sense to me. Let's continue.
Right from Nkrumah, make promises, say what they want to do. Or there's a difference between what the president wants to do as president for you and what he wants to do as president for God.
Okay.
I don't think there is. So that's one we should also put it aside, whether it's a private promise. Were you expecting that the National Cathedral was going to be built with money from Mr. Akufo-Addo's pockets?
That is what he said. That is what he said. One in Ashen in Yamebo, me sugar drops are me hey. Se me shedem, na me bom paye. say radie hwe ni ampo nyankopon me pese me koto atale we ana me pese me koye sei na me masika da ho a me mfa sa sika ne nkoto me sugar drops ya me ti hai sa me baby na yabu na wo health insurance a me nkogina ho nka se ne na ma abu no mo fa the health insurance rin ti mani achi nwi ma no because ma hye me nyankopon bo se me pese me ti mani achi nwi e de hye na nimonyam enti me ba ne nan ma abu no fa the health care no ti mani achi nwi ma me na me fa hye nyame nimonyam. It doesn't make sense. Just a panyina nyansa ni ni trim. Just a panyina abadaye na ni trim. This a panyina who ni fit the people he's serving. Just a panyina who doesn't think about the people. We are saying he came to punish his people. Just a panyina think sir.
Explain to us where it was going to come from. He said the state was going to give land. The state land is not for Mr. Akufo-Addo. It's for Ghana.
You see?
It's a national cathedral. And he explained that
ne boshe na wo kwhye no me breaking it down what this national cathedral tell you musidi yabro ne national cathedral no mpaye na okobo kire ni nyankopon o wie no Akufo-Addo anto asase o the state land woni mimienu ye state land and wo kwa akosi asiso in her thinking say it belong to us. No nye ne yakwhye nyankopon bo yampaya ye pesa wono Akufo-Addo nyankopon nyema ye ne sem also the economy my na boys abre yampaya ye bo ne say onka yampanifo akoma na sade nipa si wu wo Ghana nkola ayira wo Ghana akunafo ayamobo emema ahokire nti wo mofa ma na wo madwane agya wo mma emma ahokire nti bebrada ne kwawensafo taredan ho ahokire nti yamrantie nyine dwane me no wo bienu we are running away from our country, forcing ourselves to be refugees in somebody's country because our country cannot take care of us. We are also pleading to Akufo-Addo Nyankopon. This is what we want from Akufo-Addo Nyankopon saying he should also intervene. So with what Akufo-Addo is doing, no, it doesn't make sense to me. You don't benefit from it. What did the American say? Let's continue. And to us, last one, I can't grab it.
The state was going to...
Former chairman of the National Development Planning Commission, Professor Stephen Adair, has taken a swipe at critics of national cathedral projects, suggesting the 25 million cedis spent so far by government is very insignificant. The former rector of Gimpa, who is fully in support of the project, considering government 2022 budget of 100 billion cedis, spending 25 million cedis is nothing.
Here we are, a country with 70% Christians. And unfortunately, there's nothing that is a symbol of Christianity, not as denominations. And I think that a national cathedral is a good symbol. There has not been undue financial burden on the state.
Mama Mekasa, with all due respect, with all due respect, this money, all can say, Ghanaian people, we are 70% Christians. This man ya wadasui. So wo yale no wo hospital. Nanye ni tiri na ye. And watimi ya save sika wade hye no ho a. This man will depend on the man. And the man will be dependia. The government he served, the country he served, no, have nothing to offer him. Have nothing to offer this man back. This man doesn't think about it. What he's thinking is about the religion. This man doesn't think about how many old people like him, because of a humanity and healthcare problem, thousands and millions are dying young because of healthcare. And fun, the other benefited the religion. And mutia penimua when you say, listen to the sense of penina when you do say. Penina when you do say yanka wonananom wonam street na hu nkolanketua who are homeless in Ghana nkabeya omobo nka wonam krom na hu yonkomrewafo ne kokrafo who had no privilege like you, who have to depend on family members to be taken care of her. Penina when you do say no, look at what he's saying. ya ka mo se nkola ne ye mu ade ye nwie wo mo because ye hu se ye mpanimfo no dodo na mpanimfo dodo na wo mugu Ghana no dodo na nyina ma wo mo nyansa no atose and we are not sitting down for them to do us this abroad. People
against the political, what has been spent on them, most likely unduly, what they are getting from their committees and other things will be far more than that. It's what I'm saying is a very insignificant amount. I would stand up when the government is making budgetary contribution of several millions a year towards it, because I personally think that in the core it should be a Christian community project. That one, I support that one. But there's nothing wrong with the state doing very marginal. And 25 million, you know that our budget for this year is about 120 reduced to 100 billion. I think that people who think that if the state facilitates the National Cathedral with 25 million, it is much. The people must be living in Alice Wonderland. If the modalities is wrong, it is something that must be addressed, but not talk about the state having squandered money on the National Cathedral. When the president goes about, and sometimes I says that he wants to do this function. I don't want to mention names because it's not equalization, and he gives 10,000 there, 50,000 there, and other things. Did they question it? They don't. And if you are talking about the funeral, the small.
Papa, we are sacrament to us. My mentor, my next story. Mentor, so me last year na me aha me de story bi a me ye na ya na me nya daje na me de abeto ho amamo se de be ya minimum nyina abedwendwene ho ansama ba life mo amote Ghana ye ba life na ye ka kire mo say the way Ghana economy ni iko mo hu be kire mo. We are talking about this National Cathedral. Politics when it comes to politics, be a deep thinker. Ask yourself question. Say, what if this noise these people are making on social media, what if they are right? You people were saying, yeah, politics. So now what to Ghana? What for toilet paper? What for broadria? Who did you fetch me? What for graphic? Na wakosa lie akọ yi wayase wako yi woto enya wo mobo wote Ghana wo ya masom na wodi adidi enya wo mobo wote Ghana sa wo basuku fees wontimi ntua age sa wo sister bi wa abrechire wo brother bi wa abrechire enya wo mobo wote Ghana mu wusa nkokọ brother se yawe wo mu wuti se nama mfaso ani so hospital, Musha Mukolebu hospital, Musha Mu Institute hospital, Sayadi Amamo, Uba Brochreha, Broni Kramai, a drink hospital. Kura will never have this kind of state hospital. Mua Ghana. Hospital a cash and carry. So we need sika. Kofi na kowu. Ya implemented something like health insurance for you people. The government is not funding the health insurance for you to get the good health you deserve to live long in your life, to be healthy human being. Politics in tiye kasa, dodwa na toto o madwunare, ene yafa NDC ahye o madwunim, ene yafa MPP ahye wadwunim. Afa na obi se woko Ghana, woko one of the markets, koto nam, say ni yede ama with the amount of money he pay, muhu she, me say, ebeye kakra, enframa kura mohume no, mu betia. Ubusamia, why is it at that I'm saying that? Because my polishing system in Ghana, no, more air in Ghana is not clean. More bad air in Ghana. I'm telling you. Obi wo asthma. No Ghana. The life is very short. Pregnant woman. No wonder say ya will walk Ghana. Ni mano. Nkolani bebre aye chill. I'm not laughing at them. No wonder. Say kidney. liver. Oh, can you call Ghana then cancer cry and TB da. No wonder with mukli air na moniama say no. No wonder say ne cancer ne yale boni atiesimoso. Because of politics. We try to tell you people. Say for wo NDC to nchen. For wo MPP to nchen. Ye to abanema wo mu wie ye no. That is not our goal. Our goal is to push Ghana forward because it's we are the biggest competition. Each country is competing. Na ye peja Ghana. Politics in tea. Bebrenati Ghana don't use their brain. Don't think. I say na mo complain say duane asa wo Ghana. And say mo bere mo ho. Mo bere mo na mo Ghana ho. I say na mo complain say doom so continue. Enye is going to continue because adie here wa esesa woka. Adie here wa esesa woka. Dan sitting and date adie website your friend is saying modating a show ya omuye and in the here we would rather go and sit under a grada show us you rather go sit in a tornado show us you rather go and sit in my main gege show us that is what that you care about. You don't care about why have you finished school, high school. You are still sitting home. You are becoming useless. You are becoming useless to your peers. You are becoming useless to the society. Why are you growing old, but you're very young? Why are you not healthy, but you're very young? Why are you people, when you sit in a public transportation, you pray to your God that God take me to wherever I'm going? Here in the United States, we don't pray before we move our car. We don't pray before we sit in our airplane. We don't pray before we sit in buses. We don't pray before we go to long journey. Because we know that with the word they've given us, I will go and come back. We don't pray when we are going to have surgeries in hospital. So these surgeries we are going to have, we might not come home. We believe that they have good health care. So when you're going to have a surgery, you believe you will come back. We don't pray. These people don't want to inform home. Nature will punish all of us for us to see Bonnie Diadi Ghana in the name of politics. Na edru say bito ye kase wo munya kwan ye politics nti wa close wani a ebito wa e na obekai. I know a woman. She called me on my Sugar Drops page. This girl was telling me, say, ne mami, she used to come under my post right last year. Me talking about Ghana healthcare, talking about things that is happening in Ghana. All of a sudden, she disappeared on my page again. She was always writing bullshit. She told me, something what's here? The reason why we are always talking, making sure that Ghana will survive. And I was so patiently, because the moment she said that, I knew something. What's in the mommy? Had cancer. They tried and tried. They couldn't afford it. With no help from the church. With no help from the government. This is a person who served Ghana. She was a teacher. 30 good years. Her mom died. And after her mom died, she said she realized my video. And she cried a lot. Because we want to want in the name of politics. Because we want to want because say MPB free fee. Because say you serve in the public. We yesika our driving license office. We yesika our hospital. We yesika our pharmacy. We yesika in the name of politics. Yet what question police mu, you know you don't deserve it. Yet what question fire service mu, you know you don't deserve it. Yet what question any immigration, you know you don't deserve it. But when we are talking about something that will benefit the rest of Ghanaian people, politics in tea, you think I'm enemy to the state. You refuse to let me talk. You make sure say you report my page. You make sure say you will make my things. You will dispute what I'm saying. Munya hunshe, mose ya toto petromu because over US here, petrol crisis, the whole world is having it. Let me tell you something. Yes, it's true. US, we are also experiencing petrol crisis, But let me tell you what the government is doing to help its people. If you go to California, they are giving them, my uncle called me last week and he said, they are giving them each household with car, so what car, $600. $600 with a high petrol tax now. Okoto petrol dasono. Yet the government they are making an effort, making sure say with the petrol prices now aqua high no. Ye bet me atisubi ama citizens are survival. But the same country no, so obi yale no low income, they can get free health insurance. The same country no, if some of the states, not all the states, they have low income, the government can pay some of their housing for them. Do you have that? The country no, the people were serving like police, soldier. The government, they want to buy houses. The government pays some of their payment, their houses for them. Soldier ni ana police ni kwa kopra. The government is taking care of them. Do you have that in your country, Ghana? When we are talking to you people, and because of politics, you're telling us, say, the whole world is having crisis. So, we shouldn't say it's only Ghana. I am not comparing your Ghana to United States of America. No. Because that your Ghana is nowhere closer to United States of America. And by the way, you're woman Ghana. Mafruma wa Ghana. That is why we are making sure that we open you people eye. Munya hunshe. Munya hunshe. Mo be statia to abro betim. Mo de mo Ghana city no kura minimo. Mo be statia to abro betim. 5 billion. E ho na obehu sa mekan. O sure what tro na ebo wase no. Be she. Na wudru healthcare na wudru hospital. E na obehu say this year do Continent TV station. Na mo be pa brochirefo mo achew. Mo be ka kira brochirefo sa brochirefo. Hey, Ghanaian people, let me tell you people, Abrochirefo, we have life. Let me tell you people, we also have life. We are sick and tired of you people to come, join us. A bit to say, Echiraso Hema. Echiraso Mehema, you have big platform. I admire your courage. I admire what you're doing. But my dear sister, how long are you going to beg on behalf of people who need help? How long are you going to beg for Ghanaian people? You are rather doing harm to the people than solving the problem. You have a large platform. You stand up and you talk for the people. You ask the right authorities who are supposed to help the low-income people. What are they doing from about time? But you rather all the time come to Upage. So, Anna, Abrochirefo, we beg you people, please come and help this woman. Please come and help this baby. For how long, Gachira Sohima? For how long can you do this? You are rather making the problem worse. Abrochira people, we have life here. Abrochira people, if the Abrochira people are not making sure the country is going on good, we will not have money to help you people. We will not have money to pay your hospital bills for you people. We will not have money to make sure that we pay for your kids' school. We will not have money to make sure that we take care of them. Because in Abrochreha, the citizens, they stood up, they put their government on their toes to make sure they run their country good for them, for life to be good for them. That is why life is good for we, the Abrochre people. You sit in Ghana, you refuse to talk for Ghana. But you are the people, and whichever they are, the new people will come to us. Abrochre people, come and donate. Oh, wow. We never knew we are money cow. We never knew. Munya she with a high inflation ekoso. Munya she with a cancer ekoso. Na ye catch them some leaders no. They are using Gadam say, spoiling your land. Ebama cancer and your rampage in my country Ghana. Politics until you took your brain out. You put politics in your brain. You see, said now, cancer until rampage wa Ghana. Munya she. Black man will never think, unless he said the problem I just said. Then we go back to pray to the sky daddy. I'm not Minkasantia, what's more? We go back to speak to the sky daddy, which will not come down and solve your problem for you. The politician will be the one to solve for you. Most of you tell me, say you don't do politics. Yes, politics and discussing your church life. Politics discuss your kids' school. Politics discuss your health. Politics discuss your security. Politics discuss your businesses. So those of you who say you don't deal with politics, politics is your life. Politics is your life. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I end today's show. Facebook, whether you decrease my message or you decrease my video views, I still came. I preached the way I'm supposed to say. I am done. Thank you very much for sharing the video for me. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for being here. Let me read some comment. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, your sister, Fahonde Hotspot. Someone named your sister Fahonde Hotspot. One of the man.